What if the treasures you cherished most turned out to be the instruments of your doom? What would you do if you discovered the gifts of a trusted friend were designed to enslave you? In the heart of Eregion, the elves believed they were forging wonders to preserve Middle-earth. But in truth, they were creating the keys to their enslavement. Under Annatar's gentle guidance, the rings of power were shaped with promises of beauty and endurance. What the elves didn't see was the shadow behind the forge. Today, we unravel Sauron's masterstroke, a scheme so cunning it reshaped Middle-earth forever, reflecting Tolkien's timeless themes of ambition, deceit, and the human struggle against domination. Stay with us. What comes next is the chilling story of the Rings of Power, crafted as gifts, but designed for control. From Bag End's humble gardens, to the towering misty mountains, to the mysterious undying lands beyond the sea, every path tells a tale. Join us as we discover these wondrous lands together. Welcome to Middle-earth Unveiled. Eregion stood as a beacon of elven craftsmanship, a realm unscarred by the great wars of the past. Celebrimbor, heir to Fëanor's legacy, sought to create objects that could preserve beauty against the slow decay of time. His intent was earnest and hopeful, reflecting the elves' deep emotional ties to their homeland and kin. He dreamed of preserving Middle-earth itself, an achievement that would blur the line between creation and hubris. From subtle mirrors that revealed hidden truths to gems capturing starlight, Celebrimbor's early works hinted at wonders that might endure for centuries. These were not lifeless trinkets, but heartfelt expressions of a people longing to safeguard what they loved. Yet as their craft grew bolder, an unseen influence wove through their halls. Annatar, the Lord of Gifts, arrived with gentle counsel and subtle praise, his voice warm, his promises grand. Most elves welcomed him with open hearts, oblivious to the shadow curled within his smile. But not all were blind. Galadriel and Gil-galad, steeped in ancient wisdom and wary of fair disguises, sensed a darkness coiled beneath the promises. Their warnings drifted unheard in the warm haze of Eregion's prosperity, setting the stage for a downfall none could imagine. Despite their misgivings, the allure of Annatar's guidance proved too strong for most. Celebrimbor and his smiths were captivated by the possibilities he presented, a chance to transcend mortality, to preserve beauty, and to create wonders that defied the wear of time. In their zeal, they dismissed the warnings as unfounded, choosing instead to follow the path that promised them glory. Little did they realize that this path led not to preservation, but to peril. The descent into Annatar's influence marked a pivotal moment, one that would redefine Eregion's fate and reshape Middle-earth's destiny. As we enter the next chapter, we will uncover the true nature of Annatar's arrival and the insidious threads he wove into the fabric of elven craft. Annatar seemed every bit a friend, his insights precise, his demeanor humble. Celebrimbor, eager to learn, found in Annatar a guide who shared his reverence for craft and order. With each lesson imparted, each suggestion adopted, the elves felt their bonds grow stronger, certain they were forging not just rings, but a legacy of enduring harmony. "Your skill is unmatched," said Annatar. "Together, we shall craft wonders that defy the march of years." Even Celebrimbor, with all his heritage and craft, embraced this new partnership. Under Annatar's counsel, they believed themselves artists creating eternal treasures. In truth, they were forging instruments to ensnare minds and fates. Annatar's guidance was a key that fit too perfectly, its subtle turning unheard beneath the ring of hammers and song of molten gold. For Annatar was Sauron in disguise, and the gifts he offered served his own design. The elves had kindled a secret fire, unaware that its true master sought not to uplift them, but to ensnare them. Behind every promise of glory lay an agenda of domination. In the world of Middle-earth, Much like ours, even the brightest gifts may come at the gravest cost. From these forges emerged 19 rings of power. 7 would find their way to the dwarves, prized for their resilience and skill beneath stone. 9 would be granted to men whose fleeting lives yearned for greatness beyond their mortal span. And 3, crafted by Celebrimbor alone, glimmered with unmarred purity. Treasures formed from the very best of elven craft, free from Sauron's direct touch. For each race, the rings offered precisely what their hearts yearned for: lasting beauty, unbreakable strength, unending glory. The dwarves found strength and fortitude. Men discovered paths to power beyond their mortal means. And the elves, drawn by their deepest longing, sought to preserve the fragile beauty of their world. They believed these artifacts might defy the slow, inevitable creep of time and decay.
The chief power of the rings was the prevention or slowing of decay, the preservation of what is desired or loved, or its semblance. This was an elvish motive.
In that shining moment, Celebrimbor believed he had achieved the impossible. Yet as he marveled, Sauron secretly prepared a master ring, a keystone that would bring all others under one will, a singular work that would overshadow all others and rewrite the fate of Middle-earth. In secret and shadow, Sauron forged a master key to every other ring, the One Ring, a weapon of pure domination. While others forged to preserve or uplift, Sauron forged to rule. As Tolkien wrote, if Sauron regained the One Ring, he would master all others, seeing and governing all that was done through them, and controlling the entire wealth and activity of the world. The elves realized too late the true nature of Sauron's design. They refused to use their rings, escaping his net, but the damage had spread. The dwarves were overcome by an insatiable hunger for riches, and men, more fragile, slipped swiftly into shadow. Across the realm, the weight of Mordor's darkness began to crush hope. The One Ring's journey had only begun. Soon, it would pass into legend, awaiting a new age and new bearers, each step shaped by the heritage of this forging. In our next episode, we trace its path from the fires of Mount Doom to the quiet cavern where it waited, patient and potent. What set this ring apart from all the others? How did it hold the key to Middle-earth's ultimate fate? Join us as we uncover the heart of its power and its peril.